This conference will now be recorded.
In that, 70 of them have one process, 70 various types. Let's say I need to apply these operations. Twenty various types. Okay, 10 various types. Not relevant. Yesterday I showed you what if there is a naming followed. This is, let's say, 1B, starting with the 1B. This is, let's say, starting with the 1A. This is, let's say, starting with the 1D. How do you write the rule for it? How can you write the rule for it?
Sir, using the val len, we can fix the length, sir, so that we can use that
Yes.
for in the PCR.
We can write a simple rule with the val and length. Okay. Now, what if this is D, for example? What if this naming is not followed? The waste type codes are pretty much random. Okay, random numbers. There is no sequence followed, and there is no naming followed. There is no naming followed. We don't have any option, but we need to call waste type operation. At least 31 entries you need to call. These 20 plus 10 entries you directly call under waste type operation. 70 waste types you can keep it in otherwise. 4 steps. Clear? But still it is a bigger rule, right? Calling a 31 waste types in the rule. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's where we have a concept of processing class in US, in all the countries. Processing class, guys. Okay, and the most important topics, the processing class and accumulation classes are processing classes, accumulation classes in any country. Okay, so what does it do? Processing class is a 2-digit number. Is a 2-digit number, numeric code, and it has a specifications. It has a specifications. Processing class has a specifications, and the specification single-digit character. What does it do? It is nothing but grouping away steps, guys. Processing class is nothing but grouping away steps. Okay, so it groups processing class specification waste types which have a PCR function. Processing class specification, okay, or else in other words, it determines okay. So the processing class is queried in the rule by operation. Hello, Syed. Morning. ఏం చేసావు? ఓకే 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 నేను చూసి నీకు కాల్ చేస్తాను క్లాస్ ఓవర్. ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అబ్బాస్. బట్ ఈరోజు హాలిడే నన్ను ఇది. Okay, so we have a operation VWTCL, okay, to query processing class guys, to query processing class. Okay, so this processing classes, when it is a 2-digit number, how many maximum you can use? For each scenario we can use a separate processing class. So how many maximum processing classes we can use?
99.
99 processing classes can be used. So in every country 99 processing classes can be used, right? Okay, so there are 4 steps. Let me give you the ranges first. 1 to 59, these are global definitions. 50th అనేది తీసుకోవచ్చు మీరు. Global definitions. Okay, ante for example, if you take the processing class 10, it is used for proration in all the countries. If you take the processing class 01, it is used for rates of pay in all the countries. So SAP kept it common definition 1 to 50. Okay, 1 to 50. Whatever the calculations common for all the countries, those calculations are handled by 1 to 50 processing classes. 51 to 89 country specific calculations used. This range of processing classes are used for country specific taxes, social contributions, etc. Local calculations, these are used by SAP. So these are standard processing classes. Given by SAP. Now, customer specific processing classes. Okay, 90 to 99 client specific processing classes. Okay, standard processing classes guys, whenever there is a processing class configured by SAP, okay, so SAP creates a processing class in a table, created in table v_t52d1, processing class specification created in v_t52d2. This is by SAP. So if SAP creates a processing class and specification, and its specification, definitely there is a rule, right? Rule or function, PCR or a function definitely used. There is a PCR or a function definitely queries this processing class. 99% it's a PCR, only 1% it is a function. Okay, so created by SAP. Now specifications, processing class specifications. Specifications are maintained in table v underscore t52, sorry, t512 w underscore d table. It is either by SAP or by consultants. In case of standard processing classes, మనం చేయాల్సింది ఇదే. This is what we do in case of standard processing classes. In case of custom processing classes, all these 4 steps we need to do. Okay, in case of custom processing classes, all this we need to do. Are we clear? So let's see how does it work. How many processing logics we have here for 100 way steps? How many processing logics we have for 100 way steps, guys?
100 into 99.
How many types of processings we have here for 100 way steps? Only 3
Three,
types,
sir.
right? This is one processing, this is one processing, this is one processing, right? Only 3 types of processing. So 70 waste types have a common processing. I can group with a some specification A. 20 waste types have a one processing. I can group them with a B. Remaining 10 have a one processing. I can group them with a C. Okay, I will take a custom processing class from 90 to 99 and create 3 specifications. Clear? So let's work this way. First one. Okay. First, create processing class. Create processing class. V underscore T52 D1. Okay. These are the processing classes that are given by SAP for all for USA. This is for India. Yeah, this is for India. And you are running a payroll for which country? USA, right?
Yes, sir. We need to change the trace.
So here 90 to 99 already used by somebody. Okay, created. So instead of creating one, we cannot create a one because these are already created by somebody else, right? So what I would do is, I assume I created 93. I created 93. Okay, in this table. Now I need a 3 specifications for 93. I need a 3 specifications for 93. Okay. So D2 table. D2 table. For which processing class? 93. 93. So I create A, B, C, n number of specifications you can create. Add 50%. Any description for your, for you to identify this. Okay, it's your choice. End user will not see it anyway. Okay, not relevant. Yeah, I created 3 specifications. Ante first 2 steps are done. Agreed? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
I created 93 and I created 3 specifications because I have a 3 logics. In the rule, I have a 3 types of logic, which I am applying for all waste types. So I created 3 specifications here. Now the meaning of specification is maintained where? In PCR. Which specification determine which logic? Okay. So next step, write a PCR for it. Look at this. Whenever you are calling a processing class, it is a generic role. If you are calling a specific waste type, what is the point in calling a processing class? Do we need a processing class? If you are calling a specific waste types, anyway you are calling a specific waste types, you can apply the logic for a specific waste type. So processing class is used only when you are using a generic roles. Okay. Now, what is the operation to query and processing class specification? What is the operation to query and processing class specification, guys?
Sir, it's a VWTCL.
VWTCL space 93. If it is A, do this. B, do this. C, do this. Other than compulsory star is required. Otherwise, is required for every addition operation. Otherwise, is required for every addition operation. Okay. If it is other than any specification, move to output table. Don't do anything. C also, move to output table. Don't do anything. A means what? Move to output table. Amount, percentage, 50. Move to, let's say, I'm adding this 1A01. B. So are we applying this logic to individual waste step? No, right? I'm not applying this logic to individual waste step. I'm applying this logic to what? Processing class specification. Okay, processing class specification, guys. Is it clear? Without a PCR or a function calling that processing class, there is no meaning for the processing class. If there is a processing class, there is a specification, there is a PCR calling the specifications. Clear? Now how to insert this? Is it clear, this rule, all of you? Every waste step will come here, and that waste step processing class 93 is verified. If it is A, do this. If it has a B, do this. If it has a C, do this. If it has a star, do this. Okay. Now put it in the schema. Put it in the schema. Here, dummy schema. And this one. Same PIT. Instead of gen, use P93 processing class. This is the only one difference. Okay, processing class introduction, guys. Okay, now, so we created a rule, third step. What is the fourth step? Maintain processing class specifications to the waste step. Otherwise, what happens? Otherwise, what happens? Look at this. See, each waste type, every waste type is processed, and the processing class 93 is tested. But we did not maintain. Did we maintain ABC to our waste types? No, right? So it goes to star and move the waste type to output table. Okay, star and move the waste type to output table. So you see, unless you maintain the fourth step, this rule is not effective on our waste type. So what do we do here now? We need to maintain a specifications to the waste types. So you may have 100 waste types, 200 waste types, guys. Okay, number of waste type doesn't matter. We have only 3 logics. The rule remains same even if you create a new waste type. Okay, so the last step is maintained where 512w underscore d. Maintain specifications to the waste types. Maintain specifications to the waste types. Go to maintain. Go to your waste types 2B01 series. Double click on it. Double click on it. Each waste type. So this is a table where you maintain a processing class specifications, accumulation classes, and we also have something called evaluation classes. Now we are working on a processing classes. What's the processing class number that we are working on?
93.
93. So we have currently 6 only displayed. So you can paste down, paste down, paste down, paste down. Why 93 is grayed out? Okay, I did not maintain a description. Fine. So I maintain 2B01 A. 2B02 B. C. Again 2B04 B. Let's say A. That's it. Check it how it works. Just maintain the specifications randomly. Okay, look at this 2B01. How does it work? It goes to A and then this logic is applied. Okay, it goes to B. This logic is applied 25%. The other one is C. Transport allowance is not part of anything. I maintain C. Now, if you configure 10 more waste types, okay, new waste type, do we have to change this rule, guys?
No, sir. We have to just maintain the specifications of processing class for that particular waste type.
You may create 10 more waste type. Suppose if you are calling a specific waste type in the rule, whenever a new waste type is created in the country, you have to maintain that waste type in the rule manually. But this method, every time you create a new waste type, you just have to maintain a specification. You don't need to touch the PCR. PCR remains same. If that waste types are not relevant, then what specification do you maintain? If the waste types are not relevant in the calculation,
C.
Or you can leave it blank. When you leave it blank, a blank is always a star. Blank goes to star always. Remember it. Blank goes to star always. Okay. Let's say I want to make it as a mandatory processing class. I don't want anyone to leave it blank. Okay. I don't want for any waste type to leave it blank. So what I would do is, in case of blank, error out. So what happens? Observe this. Intentionally, for one waste type, I'm just ignoring it. Ignoring the specification. Let's say 2B0. Okay, done. 2B04, I did not maintain. I forgot to maintain. Now what will happen in the payroll run? What is happening? 2B01 processed, 2 processed, 3 processes successfully, but 4, where is it going? If 4 is not relevant, at least you maintain C, but you don't ignore it. You don't leave it blank. Such a processing classes are called mandatory processing classes, guys. And mandatory processing classes, you cannot leave blank. Either you have to maintain a not relevant specification or relevant specification. Understood? Have you understood this processing class concept, guys, all of you?
Yes, sir.
We are not done. Consider this as an introduction to the processing class. Okay. So we will discuss the benefits of the processing class and the reason why SAP has created this concept of processing class. You tell me the benefits of this processing class, okay, in tomorrow's session, guys. Practice this for today. Okay. Catch you tomorrow.
Sir, can you please share the today's session and because it is
Yesterday's session also did not.
Sir, even Saturdays also, sir.
Okay. I will share.
Thank
in
you,
1
sir.
hour. Yeah. If not,
Have a nice
message
day, sir.